3 hours north of Las Vegas, in the small mining town of Tonopah, Nevada, we have here the Otteson Brothers Turquoise Mine. Once an old silver mine, the old-timers didn't really care much for anything that wasn't silver, so their tailings are loaded with gem-quality turquoise. For $150 per person for a half day, or around 4 hours, you can walk away with a 5-gallon bucket chock full of turquoise. The day we were out here was incredibly windy and dusty, but we persisted and found some seriously beautiful stones. I highly recommend checking out the Otteson Brothers Turquoise Mine, and a link to their website will be down in the comments and in the description. We had a blast, and that little burst of adrenaline when you find a really good stone is unmatched. I can confidently say that I now have the turquoise bug. We did have to do some digging, or rather scraping away the top layer of gravel. And while turquoise can be found just about on every rock, not all of it can be cut into stones. We were looking for pieces larger than the size of a dime and about twice as thick. This specific type of turquoise is called Royston turquoise, and it's characterized by its unique color variations and the distinctive brown and golden brown matrix between the rocks. At the end of our 4 hours, we had plenty of aqua blue, sky blue, and blue-green stones ready to be cut and polished. One raw stone I found was given a value of $450 by the mine owner, which was a killer surprise. We had so much fun on a windy Sunday afternoon, and the value of the turquoise we found easily paid for the cost of the day out there. Now to take our gems to the Southern Nevada Gem and Mineral Society for some cleaning and some sanding. After an exciting day of turquoise mining, these are some of the pieces I'm going to be taking to the Southern Nevada Gem and Mineral Society in Las Vegas. And as you can see, there's quite an array of color, from some of these darker cerulean green to this light powdery sky blue. Now they have a machine that has cutters and grinders on it, and I'm going to see what some of these turn into. So stay tuned and we'll see how they clean up. Here's a quick tour of the workshop at the Southern Nevada Gem and Mineral Society. They have a ton of awesome tools, from cutting wheels to lapidary grinders to facetors to the cab machine, which is what I will be using to remove some of this waste rock. The cab machines have 6 belts on them for sanding and for polishing, and the sanding and polishing is not to be rushed. It does take a while and a long time to do right, so be patient when you're starting out, and you will get the hang of it over time. If you live in the Las Vegas area, I recommend joining the society, where you can use all of their tools and meet some cool people who also enjoy rock hounding. There is a 2-hour orientation class that's to be taken before you can begin and use any of the machines, but that's how to instruct you for proper use and the cleaning of their machines. Overall, a 10 out of 10 experience all the way through. Well, I am back from the Southern Nevada Gem and Mineral Society, and holy, look at the color on these rubs. I basically just used a cab machine, which is a little bit of a grinding wheel. Took off some of the top dirt on it. Some of them were a little bit easier. Now these rocks, while they look flat, are micro rivets and a bunch of micro canyons in here. So they are not flat, but the color absolutely pops out of this. Now I took an orientation class there. It took about 2 hours. And then I paid $25 to join the society to use all their tools. And they have cutting wheels, they have grinding wheels, they have all these super awesome tools, and the people there are really, really knowledgeable and nice. And I met a couple there who had gone to the same turquoise mine, and they said to use a Dremel on these, and it turns out pretty nicely. Because clearly this is smooth. I use the grinder and the polisher. This is very, very smooth, and there are still a little bit of pieces of rock that I'd love to get out of there. But overall, for the first time ever using any gem cutting machinery and tools, this was a massive success. This turquoise is super pretty, and I hope to take one of their silversmithing classes and learn how to mount some of this into jewelry and cut it a little bit. But as you can see, I grinded some of this out of here, and it is just incredibly beautiful. Great color, double color. Great color out of this stuff. Overall, a super positive experience at the Southern Nevada Gem and Mineral Society. Stay tuned for more turquoise mining and turquoise cutting and polishing videos. Peace. See y'all.